Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you are. And welcome back to the Beta Plan, playing Shadowrun. And, well, last time we left off that we learned that our foster father, Will, is still alive, but Mommy Dearest wiped his memories, because the video that we saw was certainly somewhat back in the time, but, yeah, memory wipe seems to be a persuasive theme in this game, well, we're going to talk a little bit more with this plastic-faced man. I've taken a big risk showing you that. I don't give a rat's ass. Moo turns to you. You see? I knew it. Told you, Deathclaw. Raymond's alive. Tang holding him at Prosperity Tower. He may be alive, but it looks like his mom's gonna erase part of his memory. Just like Johnny Plastic here. She's gonna try and fix him. Well, if that happened in the past, I think that's already happened. At least that's what I think is safe to assume, personally. Oh well. What kind of mother would do that? Something catches her eye, and she looks down. Suddenly. Oh dear. Shit. Isabel thumbs her PDA furiously, but it's no use. That's it. He's wiping. She pulls the cable from her PDA and drops it to the ground in aggravation. Oh. Hello. The plastic-faced man looks down at his zip-tied hands and then slowly surveys his surroundings. Well, isn't this awkward? What do you want to do with this guy? He's got no memory, so it's probably safe to let him go. But Auntie said he should take a dirt nap. Who raised his rifle? All the same to me. You know, the point of the matter is that even if his memory was wiped, he was recording. So I say end him. What Auntie wants, Auntie gets. But he gave us everything we asked for, and more. He's seen our faces. Indeed, Isabel gets it. But I have nothing to connect them with. If it's all the same with you, I prefer just to walk away. Yeah, no loose ends. End him, gun show. My pleasure. Alright, no mercy. Sorry, but I think that is true. If he records, or even if he has no memory, then it's too dangerous to let him live. By the way, interesting that was a crit of 20 damage, which was exactly about the HP that he had left. A little less, but yeah. Sorry, we're going for the No Mercy achievement, apparently. We have shown great mercy to his girlfriend, but to him, no. He could show it. And it, meaning a camera tape with us, and maybe he cannot connect it, but I'm thinking that, well, our faces have been all over the news. Josephine Tang will be able to connect it. And certainly after the threat was already made and he found his hands were zip tied, he knew that we are our enemies. We are not his allies. So, yeah. The trip from Kip May back to Haoi is quiet as you process the information revealed by the plastic-faced man. Prosperity is a name. Two names, actually. One is a secret project Raymond was working on before he left for Seattle. The other is the corporate headquarters of Tseng's Mechanical Services. And Prosperity Tower is where Raymond's Black is being held. Alive. It's also where his memory is in the process. No, Harebrained Scream, only one is. His memory is in the process of being reprogrammed by his mother. This should have already been happened because things, well, we did quite a few missions in between. We didn't do those all in one night. Definitely that has already been several days, and seeing how quickly other minds were wiped in this game, I think he has already been wiped, but this is of course the power of the power of the storytelling. And time is ticking. The plastic-faced man proved surprisingly amenable and quite useful, before you killed him. Your next step is Candy Cheng. She'll want to hear this. Yeah, and I think it's still good to kill him. In this case, hey, we're a Shadowrunner. Come on. Can't let that man live. We are not some goody two-shoes hero here. Aye, we are a Shadowrunner. Karma gained 10. That's interesting. Also, interesting, this man was never seen before, but nor this man. You step out of the MTR station and into the balmy night air. An impenetrable wall of clouds, heavy with imminent rain. Imminent? It's already raining. It's blown in from the south. It covers the stars, causes them to wick out one by one. You can smell something on the air, something electric. The wind whips up around you and the clouds begin moving in thick grayscale swirls. The spiral builds and grows, shimmering with faint amber light. Oh yeah, we were told that a storm was coming in. Off camera, you didn't know. About a storm that was awakened. Yes, it had some will of its own. As you watch the clouds roll in the sky. I think it means roll in the sky, but the sounds of the city to retreat. A bubble of soft white noise replaces them, wrapping around your head and reflecting your own heartbeat back on you. You look down from the clouds to see the lights of the docks dancing in a warm, serrated bloom. You know what? Enjoy the stillness. I'm not even... Some people would say take a shot with your camera. But when I am on a holiday, I like to watch. Yes, I photograph a lot as well, but before I had a digital camera, I didn't even photograph anything. I can tell you a lot of people photograph a lot more. When I walk through nature, I do not take a book with me to determine every plant and every flower or every bird, what have you. I want to experience it, and not through the lens. You lean back and take in your surroundings. The boats, the golden glow of the light on the water, the lapping of gentle waves against the docks. And then, the first twinge tickles your chest, lets you know that something's coming. A moment later, you feel an incredible tightness in your chest. It feels like your heart is being crushed under the foot of a giant. Your vision goes grey and your sense of balance disappears. Gradually, blood rushes in to refill the organ, inflating it like a balloon. Holy shite! So if we had the syntacardium, we could fight through it, which is actually something I want to buy, but just didn't have the Nugent yet. Biotech 5, attempt to make a self-diagnosis, very interesting, but we have willpower 6. Force your body to calm itself. You calm yourself. Breathe. Gradually your heart rate normalizes and the world swims back into focus. Something is still very definitely wrong, but you're able to face it with a clear head and a steady heartbeat. You place one foot in front of the other, determined to face whatever this is and overcome it. A tingling sensation washes over you, sufficing you to the core. Sufficing to the core? I have no idea. You stumble forward and every cell in your body seems to vibrate. The energy thrums inside of you, pulsating, building to an unbearable crescendo. And then you're on the other side of it. The hell? You find yourself standing in an unfamiliar courtyard, the walled city. You're back in the walled city, just like in your dreams. You can taste the stench of the place, the mildew and plaster, and wet dog stink of the slum. What the? Yeah, that's something I had before, so that's a good answer. The crumbling facades of tenement buildings lean in to one another above you, closing in on either side and creating a narrow walkway. Just like in your dreams. There's nowhere else to go, nowhere but forward down the path ahead, but normally there's also a thing that shows itself off the side, but let's start walking. You let your legs carry you forward. You feel a creeping sense of certainty in the back of your mind, and it tells you that you've taken the same walk 100 times before. The sense of claustrophobia mounts and builds with every step you take. It feels like you're worming your way forward down a long, dark tunnel. The humidity of the place sticks to your skin. As you proceed deeper into the walled city, a lone rumble fills the air. The noise of enormous gears in motion. You feel hollow, empty, and with every step you take, you can feel the emptiness growing. An unbearable yearning, unlike any hunger you've ever known. We push forward. You continue walking, just as you always have, just as you were meant to. Off in the distance, an alien silhouette beckons to you. It's her, the tall, slender thing from your dreams. The elusive figure that you've always moving toward, but could never quite reach. A crowd of locals lines the path ahead, kneeling in supplication. They look emaciated, all skin and bones, clothed head to toe in dirty rags. Let's examine them, not talk to them, examine them. You stare at the nearest of the kneeling figures, a weary man in his late 20s. He locks eyes with you. Slowly his mouth yawns open. The man has no teeth. They've been pulled, and recently, from the looks of it, his gums are a bloody, pitted mess. You! As you stare into the black void of his mouth, his tongue comes lolling out. It looks like it was caught to an industrial accident. A swollen, twisted slab of meat. The corners of the young man's mouth twist upward into a ghastly smile. Yeah, look away. Because he won't be able to talk that way. You turn away from the local and the ruin of his mouth. Seconds later, you've passed him, and he's gone. Your legs carry you deeper and deeper into the beating heart of the tenement. If you haven't reached the center yet, you must be close. It's incredibly hot and humid in here. The sweat rolls down your body in sheets. Your thoughts go hazy with the heat, and a dim sense of unease takes root in the pity of your stomach. In the pit of your stomach. Why would I focus on the uneasy feeling? But then again, perhaps that is exactly what is going on. Then again, I want to push through it. Let me push through it. That's what we've done so far. You grit your teeth and push forward, struggling to ignore the fog. The omnipresent sound of grinding gears isn't helping. Looking up, you can see where the noise is coming from. A hatch. The same door that you saw in your nightmare back when all of this began. The markings on the door are legible now. A single word in faded yellow paint. Prosperity. Suddenly, impossibly, the alien figure that you've been moving toward is standing right in front of you. At the same time, your vision finally clears and ice water runs down your veins. The walled city isn't a slum at all. It's an enormous, gaping mole. And the buildings are a forest of crooked teeth. The thing reaches for you. With inhuman speed and grace, it plunges fingers of polished ivory into your mouth. Slowly, terribly, it begins to wrench your jaw open, and you can feel your teeth splinter and break and... Ow! Rough fingers on your shoulder snap you back to reality. The hand clenches into a vice-like grip and yanks you forward off your feet. You come crushing down to the floor of the Hayom and to your station. You can feel a rush of wind just in front of you. A passing train. What is wrong with you, Deathclaw? Strangle bow, eyes you coolly. Oh, bit too much of the voice actually of Duncan there, but still. Oni Chang lost too many runners already. Besides, there are cleaner ways to end your life than jumping in front of a train. What? It wasn't a suicide attempt, asshole. I was under magical attack. He grunts, turns his back on you. Whatever. Now get up and get back to that floating wreck that you sleep in. Well, we gained free karma for resisting apparently for all that. Holy heck. Well, that was an experience that was new. And I liked it. Well, I didn't like it, but I liked it. You know, it's good gaming. It's really creepy, but it's good gaming. So, I guess we're going to spend some karma. You know where we're going to spend it on. We want to hit a little bit more often and more Nugent. We just got 200 Nugent from that mission. 200, that's peanuts, man. If you're a little bit less at this game, I don't want to. I hate tooting my own horn, but if you're a little bit less at than this game, and I did once buy a Dog Wagon Gold Trauma Kit, well, and you need to buy a lot of med kits, then where are you gonna get the money for that? If you also want to get the stuff I want, it seems this game is a little bit low on the Nugent in comparison to the other two, but. That was surely an experience, I would say. Yowza. But let's spend our karma. We are true. We are big. We are strong. We are cyber mage. And, well, if we increase our strength and our close combat, that increases our damage. Yep. Strength. There you go. Use calculator's chance to hit with melee and throwing weapons. Increases the damage value of melee attacks. Voila. Bubble. Thank you very much. And also, here, this one. Unarmed combats as well as melee weapons. Determines a chance to hit, so voila. And now we have, how much karma left? 2. Yeah, that was quite an investment to get these 2 up, but 887777. I would consider us getting quite powerful. But we are nowhere near the cap yet. Certainly not for a troll. For other races, we are starting to near a few caps, which tends to be 9. So, well, I'm quite interested also what these people have to say, but human transients. Human refugee. Yeah, I am going to have to do some background information check for the next episode. And perhaps I should do that before I go to Auntie Chang, right? Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Let's just show a little bit of that. A pair of dead-eyed Transients leans against the abandoned car, their shoulders slumped. A pile of overstuffed bags lie in a heap of the sidewalk, spilling into the rain-choked gutter. The small of the pair looks down, notices that his bags are getting soaked, and does nothing. Seems like he's too exhausted to care. The shorter of the Transients slowly shifts his attention to you. His voice comes out hollow and empty. You're one of Chang's. It isn't a question. What is it to you? Well, hopefully she'll let you leave. He nods his head towards the Aoi gates and the open road beyond. That's where we're going. Getting the hell out of here while we still can. If you're smart, you'll follow us. Everyone with half a brain is getting out of this place. Yeah. Well, I have less than half a brain. Your funeral. Nothing can fix what's coming from the walled city. Can fix what's coming for the walled city. That's a big difference. For the walled city or from the walled city. All the nightmares, for me, seems that they come from the walled city, not for the walled city. And Haoi is way too close to that place for comfort. Yeah, but that's about the dreams. Yeah, this is another background thing of, well, what is about the dreams? You're getting the dreams too. Let me show you this for once, because mainly I've done this in off camera because, well, some people don't like it, some people do like it, I know, and that's why I'm showing it further around this time. If you don't like it, you can of course skip ahead, whatever. But yeah, this is the type of things that we've walked into around. A lot of people are getting the dreams, just like when we were kids, and we've heard the stories of the Yama Kings. Ah, so he comes really from the walled city, because the Yama Kings are stories from the walled city. The two exchanged glances, but they weren't just dreams this time. They were signs, warnings. Okay, what kind of warnings? Kind of interesting. At least I am interested. The kind that you don't ignore. He stoops to begin pulling his bags off the sidewalk and out of the gutter. Come on, Cheng. It's time to go. That isn't saying anything, man! What kind of warnings? The kind you don't ignore. What the hell? That's like saying... I like pizza. Which one? The good kind. Yeah, that doesn't say anything. That's nonsense information. Which can be very fun. Or better say, this doesn't tell any information. There are also ones that make you think. Like, if the brain was so simple that we could understand it, we would be so simple that we couldn't. Huh? Think about that one. You can think about that. And wait for the next episode. I say I thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.